Hello everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm going to teach you how to use 5-Minute Consult. 5-Minute Consult is a resource that helps physicians and healthcare professionals provide the best patient care by providing quick answers they can trust when and where they need it most. 5-Minute Consult is a fully integrated digital resource to help guide primary care professionals and clinical students in daily decision supports based on best-selling clinical content in the family medicine market for over 20 years. It is the fastest resource to obtain the most likely diagnosis, treatment, and management for thousands of diseases. 5-Minute Consult offers many ways to find information. You're able to use the search bar and type in any type of disease process into the 5-Minute Consult and push the search button, or you're able to browse by category, such as disease and condition, procedures, algorithms and charts, drugs, physical therapy exercises, calculators, patient handouts, guidelines, or lab tests. I'm going to type in hypertension to begin our search. I'm going to click on essential hypertension. After a list of results pop up, I'm going to type in the essential hypertension diseases and conditions. Now I'm given a variety of information regarding hypertension. I'm given basic information, which includes a description about hypertension and many different considerations, such as geriatric, pediatric, and pregnancy considerations. As I'm looking through this information, I can decide on what I need to use for my patient. After learning about the basic information regarding hypertension, we can now move on to the diagnosis section. In this section, we will find history, physical exam, differential diagnosis, and diagnostic tests and interpretation. All of these will be very useful in validating our diagnosis of hypertension. We can now move on to the treatment of hypertension. In this section, we will find general measures, medication, and complementary and alternative medicine. Now we can move on to ongoing care. In this section, we will find information about the follow-up recommendations, the patient's diet, patient education, and complications. Another valuable tool that 5-Minute Consult has for practitioners is the For the Patient section. Under here, there are patient handouts and PT exercises. In the patient handout section, we're able to type in any patient education that we wish to send with our patient. Let's say our patient had a femur fracture. I'll type in femur fracture and search. I'm going to click on femur fracture discharge instructions. With this information about a femur fracture, the patient is given a brief introduction about what their situation is. An image of what a femur fracture looks like. They have cast care information with do's and do nots. They have the simple RICE algorithm, rest, ice, compression, elevation, care needed at home, follow-up information, drugs that may be needed, how their activity will be limited, and many problems that they may be faced with. The most important part of using patient education provided by an outside resource is going over all the information before giving it to the patient. Another useful tool 5-Minute Consult provides are clinical guidelines. I'm going to look under the CDC immunization guidelines. This is going to provide an outside link to the CDC for healthcare professionals related to immunization schedules. On this page, I will find details for healthcare professionals regarding the immunization schedule. I'm going to view the schedule. This is just one resource that 5-Minute Consult provides for providers. One of my favorite features 5-Minute Consult has to offer is the ability to earn continuing education contact hours. By researching diseases and conditions, under the CE tab, you will find the list of things that you have used 5-Minute Consult for in the last 2 months. For each thing that you click on, you're able to highlight the check mark and complete a questionnaire to earn contact hours. So after doing research about herpes zoster or shingles, you're able to fill out a questionnaire and save it and proceed. If you pass the questionnaire, you'll earn 0.5 of a contact hour. 5-Minute Consult is an excellent online resource that can help a provider or student fully understand a disease process, as well as improve knowledge for adequate patient education, follow clinical practice guidelines, and provide up-to-date patient care. I hope you all enjoyed learning the basics about 5-Minute Consult. Thank you.